All right, you get ready to go live. You ready?
My red cup. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's loading up right now. And then I have to get rid of that echo one. All right, you get ready to go live. Okay, we already live. Where is that one? Where is that one? Where is that one? Okay. You having too much fun, Black.
I mean, when you, I feel like the corner got turned last week. I feel like the corner got turned over the weekend and everything like that. So I'm in a good mood. I got my help. That's tuna fish tonight. You know what I'm saying? Some tuna fish.
Okay. 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 I gotta find that. Gotta find that echo. Gotta find that echo. Where is that echo? That's me. Okay.
Is that better?
Working out. I'm working out the technicals. I'm working out the technicals. Okay. Okay. Boom. Okay. There we are. There we are. We good?
Yeah.
Okay. And I will monitor it from the phone. Okay. There he is right there. Whee, hooray. All right. Ray Smith, D. Steezel in the building. What is cracking, gentlemen?
One nation under a group. Getting down just for the
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna be that cat today. I need to make some things happen because some folks don't understand what's going on up in here, man. And we is just the folks to tell it to them. You feel me? No. And actually, I'm in a really, really good mood now that that I think about it, because as of today, I own another property. Yay me. I'm a property owner twice over. So yeah, closing on that on August the 5th. We got us a little duplex action going on. So you know, I do more things than entertain.
I ain't saying, I'm just saying.
Boom. Here we go. Well, yeah, the regular players is in here. My man D. Steezel, the man who need a page but don't got one.
Right. Come on, somebody say that one more time.
D. Steezel is the man. Thank you, Mr. Steezel. D. Steezel is the man who needs a page and don't got one. Because he can just as much knowledge as anybody in this line.
Facts.
So yeah. We in here. Yes, thank you, Mr. Smith. Congratulations. Yes, we doing what we do so well, so swell. Now you know what I want to do today? You know what I would like to do today, Theo? I would like to hear from the peoples. Okay. I mean, I want to hear from us too. You know, I ain't got the Theo B on my page just for him to sit silently. I know folks want to hear what my man Theo have to say. You may.
I understand that there's some concern, some hesitancy, some reluctance. I understand we might get stuck on wording. But let me say this. During the 1960s, when we were protesting during the civil rights era, what they glorified was the fact that we didn't have the right to vote.
Right.
And that's what we were fighting for. And so I'm saying this because I want us to understand that there are some things that we think ain't worth fighting for, that we need to understand those who came before us did fight for. The lunch counter sit-ins, that wasn't because they couldn't go in the restaurant and eat. It was about where they were eating from. The civil rights movement, it wasn't just about being able to go to somebody else's school. It was about where you could drink water. It was about where you slept at when you entered the hotel. That quite a few of us, celebrities, that had to go in the back during the civil rights in the building. It wasn't a question of whether we could go in the building. It was how we were going to enter. And some of us thought that was important to take a stance. We won't even go in the hotel. So when I say to that you have a right to stand up and get the same type of consideration that everybody else got, if your civil right, i.e., you don't have to, somebody else has. If I say that this is of the civil rights, what lie did I tell you?
You didn't, Theo. I just think a lot of people don't understand that. And it's just like, like I said earlier today on Twitter, and Miss How Do It Free Us beg to differ. And viva la difference. I respect the difference of opinion and all of that. But my point is this, and I said it on Twitter: we have been nice from the onset of this. We have been respectful, even when people shitted on us. We were still respectful. Now, just speaking for me, if Theo agrees, but I love the contributions that people like Malcolm X made to the cause for the advancement of people who have skin like us. But I also understand there was a lot of stuff that could have got done that didn't get done because Dr. King was adamant about a non-aggressive stance. I ain't never been a huge, when it comes to that kind of thing, I ain't never been a huge Martin Luther King fan when it comes to being non-aggressive. I've never been a non-aggressive person, and non-aggression hasn't been a part of my life. I identify more with people like Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Huey Newton, people who said, okay, the only way we gonna get this done is if we do it.
Here's where I'm at with it. Because I really don't, and yes, I agree, but I disagree. I'm going to disagree. Because it didn't matter who came before me did. That's why I disagree with you. Because it's a fundamental. I'm not looking for, I'm looking for equality. As you alluded to, we were nice all last year, knowing what we know now. Some people might be at 2018 as new news. May 2018 was old news to us last year. We put that out. It wasn't received. There were those of us and they didn't highlight. While we played nice, Marvel never acknowledged them. It's like they acknowledged the boy system. They acknowledged the boy system breaking them within 24 to 48 hours. The only time we played night, prevent defense, they marched up and down. Now here we are. The movie's done. You're gonna have people movies that are going to, for whatever reason, G.I. Joe retaliation uneven. They're gonna conveniently. Here's what I'm gonna say that are rocking with us. For the most part, I'm on my YouTube channel. Daryl does other. Daryl and I don't have when it comes to IU other than people that's right. We're not getting paid from, so it don't. People have to ask them thinking questions. It's not a slight against, not a knock against somebody. When you get ready to go, you need someone who is focused. You need someone who will liance it, not be questioned. Someone who is not in a position that is a conflict of interest. Now let's talk about water.
Theo, real quick, I don't mean to cut you off, but in the comments, they're saying that my volume is higher than yours and that you're cutting out. So is there something you can do on your end to raise your volume up?
I thought the volume was up. Hold on, let's see. That's not loud either.
I would have to wait to hear, because I can hear you. It's just the Rock With Me Nation is saying they having, some tech difficulty.
I was doing the audio with Wi-Fi.
Okay.
I could probably put the audio to call in.
Okay. Well, yeah, they said
echo when I hear you.
You got an echo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that means there's two screens open, and the one that has a delay, you need to take the volume down on it. So, anywho, while he's tending to that, well, I'll let him get back on his point. I don't want him to miss the point that he was making. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. I like that. Does Theo sound better, y'all? Or does he need, well, Theo ain't saying nothing, but does Theo sound better, y'all? Or look better?
Hello?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Okay. Can y'all hear Theo now? Playing Poppy was good. We just working out them tech difficulties. Okay, man, go ahead and push on with what you were saying, Theo. If they don't hear you, I'll interrupt you again.
If somebody can go to him standing erect, I'm going to him standing erect. I will ask for the same thing that he really gave somebody else. If he don't want to, I'm gonna do one of two things. I'm gonna either walk away and make my own, or he gonna have to ask, what's the difference between me and everybody else? And what we're settling for is being treated that every, I gotta go beg. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Did that work, people? But go ahead.
I gotta go beg, treat it right. Why do I have to beg you to treat me right? I'm really looking at 18. May 2018. I ain't got him on the chair. Mosley is alive and well. He's healthy. You don't know anything about this movie, about his health. The movie is still in production. As a matter of fact, the cast and crew are still promoting the movie. So why are you talking about moving mantle away from it's just any other man? Don't be married to him. It's just a mantle. Anybody can wear it. Why is that your mind 3 months down the road? I don't want to talk about nothing. I don't even want to entertain them.
Okay. Okay. So I guess my thought process is because a lot of people are saying that the recast movement is starting to split into two different factions. Why do you think that is? Is it because there's a faction of us that's toxic? Because that's what I keep hearing. Is there a faction of us that's aggressive and disrespectful? Because that's what I keep getting told. That I am either aggressive and or disrespectful.
I was recast y'all last year, even though I started off both y'all. Because I had a conversation. And so I stayed with recast. We had a side conversation. So
Theo,
yeah.
The people are saying they can't hear you at all. So, yeah, go out and come back in. Okay. While we are waiting for Theo to return, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. And just to kind of give y'all a little bit of an understanding of what I mean, we got folks that are saying to me, I got people saying to me directly that I should stand down, that I should not keep saying what I'm saying because I'm creating the wrong kind of narrative. I'm creating the wrong kind of narrative. So how do I say what I need to say the way I need to say it? And you know what? There's no way to say it. Folks are just offended and they're going to be offended. I don't want to sound that way, but sometimes it's stuff that needs to be said and everybody ain't going to feel warm and fuzzy about what you say. And I feel like those are the feathers that I seem to be ruffling. But ironically, when feathers get ruffled, it draws more attention to this. Does that make sense? Does that mean that because more people are paying attention, what I'm saying makes sense?
Yeah.
You sound 150,000% better just on my end. So I know if you sound that much better than me, you got to sound better than him.
Yeah.
Oh, these will ask, from what I was saying, by random haters or folks I know online. Both. I am also tired of the leadership not having a focused approach to the situation, saying it's chess and not checkers, but the king has been taken off the board. Ooh, Mr. Smith, I like that. You said consider the source. Okay. Yeah, you're way better. That's what they said. So you're good. Consider the source. Yes, Grand Madam, I will do that. Theo, you wanted to say what?
Here's where I'm at with it. Y'all got me? I'm good.
Sound good to me. Go. I'll let you know if they ain't here.
Okay. As I said before, and I apologize for the volume. I know what it was. I actually still had the phone on volume while I was talking to you. So I still had you on the other phone line as well. As I alluded to earlier, I understand how people can feel about verbiage and everything like that, but the civil rights movement wasn't just about us being able to go to the same schools, about us being able to vote. The civil rights movement was about, hey, I want to be able to sit where I want to sit on the bus. Now, that might not have been serious to some brothers and sisters, but that was part of the civil rights movement. Being able to drink out of a water fountain that was a good water fountain, that was part of the civil rights movement. It wasn't like we didn't have a water fountain to go to. We had a water fountain. It just wasn't a good water fountain. It wasn't that we couldn't go to the restaurants. We just had to sit in the back of the restaurants. It wasn't that we couldn't go to the hotels. No, we just couldn't sleep where we should be able to sleep in the hotels. Well, that's what we're looking at here. We're looking at a simple right. As I said to a group of guys, John last night, had a great meeting and everything like that. Cesar Romero is my Joker. That's my Joker. That's my guy. Adam West is my Batman. People that have come after me, brothers and sisters that have come after me, they have a list of people that have played the Joker that don't look like me. Well, okay, when do we, because we got to be careful about the precedent we're allowing to be set. When do we get to have that line of actors that have played this one particular role? Just like they got with 007, just like they got with Clark Kent, just like they got with Peter Parker, just like they got with Wonder Woman. When do we, because we got to stop. And I do not know how to get us to say, you know what? I'm going to walk in standing upright. I'm going to say, I'm not going to pay for this character. I'm not going to pay for this movie. When we were nice, all for a year and a half, recast T'Challa. Hey, please recast T'Challa. Trailer drop. We say, oh, we're not going. Now, mind you, me and you not the only ones saying we're not going to go see this damn movie. It's a whole bunch of people pissed off about this trailer. The trailer is wrong. You know you deserve better. But I will say this to everybody that's struggling. When I go and ask for my rights, I'm standing up straight and I'm looking the person that I'm talking to dead in their eyes. I'm not looking down at the ground. I'm not looking off to the side. I am looking them dead in the eyes. If we do not learn how to do that, like I said, what we talking about? George Floyd. You don't like that one? Okay, let me go to the brother who was eating a bowl of ice cream playing a video game. Because this is what this is looking like. A woman went in his house, shot him. Everybody in the courtroom decided to play nice with the woman that shot him. What about the brother that was dead and gone? Even his mama played nice with the woman that shot him. The mama, the judge, and the bailiff, all black women played nice with the woman who murdered the black boy. When do we start standing up for blackness? You ain't got to stand up with it. Just know I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask to be treated equally. I'm not. You're going to treat me equally.
And
I will
Theo,
make it that way.
And Theo, here's the thing about that. We're being asked to do all of this by people who say they represent the same cause that we represent. Now, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, we keep making these civil rights references. Gee, I wonder why. Anyway, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King did not have the same approach to the same problem. That does not mean either of their approaches was incorrect. It just meant they had a different way of going at it. And all of these people that want to smile and grin and continue to be nice, I'm not saying they can't do that. All of these people that saying, man, fuck that, I ain't boycotting shit. That's fine. Do you understand how a boycott works? In order for a group of people to come together and boycott, they got to do what? Agree.
Right.
Okay. So if you do not agree, I'm not forcing you to do anything. Somebody came in the comments and said I was trying to force people to boycott. Now, mind
We
you,
didn't force nobody to boycott during the civil rights era.
bruh, this is
We
what
ain't
I'm
never,
trying.
listen, that's
And,
to
and
me.
and that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm gonna let you finish, but that's what I'm getting at. You ain't forcing nobody to do anything. They're doing it because they know it's the right thing to do.
Absolutely.
It's the fair thing to do. It's how justice gets served. You don't do it if you don't feel it's the right thing. Just like I was saying the other day on Twitter, there was a bunch of people that when Nat Turner said step up, it was a bunch of people who didn't step up. And the first thing he told the people who stepped up was to kill them people who ain't stepping up because they finna be a hindrance. Now, I'm not telling anybody to kill anybody. So
And
turn
that's the thing.
it
Nobody is
into that.
suggesting that. The thing is, at the end of the day, there has never been all Black people fighting for freedom. That's a misnomer in and of itself. That's a fallacy. That's a lie. Every Black person that was a slave did not try and escape to freedom.
H-Town was good. Go ahead.
So we know that. Every Black person in Montgomery, Alabama, didn't boycott the bus system. Some of them still got on the bus. So you either down or you not. Nobody's gonna question you. But just like I said, and I don't mind saying it, you may not consider where you sit at an issue in Montgomery, Alabama, because there were brothers and sisters that still got on the bus. But you know what they were able to do because of the brothers and sisters that boycotted that bus system? At some point, they were able to get on the bus and sit where the hell they want to. There were some brothers and sisters that did not have a problem with where their drinking fountain was. They didn't. They went and drunk that water from right there. You know what they were able to do later on because of the brothers and sisters that said, oh, hell no, we go drink water from where everybody else drank water. At some point in time, they were able to drink water just like everybody else. So you don't have to be a part of this. You don't. But Daryl got gray in his hair. I got gray in mine. I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why we having a conversation about preserving T'Challa, Daryl may or may not, Daryl, Mr. Smith, Grand Madam Taro, they may or may not agree with me on this one. That's because we didn't fight hard enough for the characters that we had. I'm going to own that. So now I got to sit up here at the age of 54, knowing damn good and well a character that I grow and love, that I have financially invested in, a character that showed me what it was like to carry myself with some respect and some dignity, how to treat my women with some respect and some dignity, how to treat my parents with some respect and with some dignity. As a matter of fact, that character even taught me how to respectfully disagree.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Real quick. H-Town, K-Pac, Kenneth McAlpin, welcome. I just want to acknowledge the folks that's in the comments commenting. We ain't ignoring you. We just two very passionate brothers. And me and Theo sit and talk like this on the phone all the time. So it's
I'm
not like
embarrassed that somebody like K-Pac in his 30s has to endure this. When I know there are people K-Pac's age, when it comes to their heroes, the ones that they like, they're not going through this.
And that's all it boils down to, Theo. And that's all it boils down to. It's the character you like, so you're going to advocate and spit for the character you like.
Watch
if
this.
It's the character I like, you couldn't care less. Go ahead.
Me and my wife going to start working on having a baby. That's me at the age of 54. I want to have a baby with my wife. I don't have any sons. I want to be able to talk to my sons about Black Panther. I want to show them, I want to watch with them brand new cartoons featuring Black Panther, brand new comic books featuring Black Panther, movies featuring Black Panther. And I want my daughters, who will be older than my son, to sit there and say, hey, look at this. Look at the toys that daddy got. Because by then, my daughters will be grown. I don't give a damn if you like the way I'm going about it or not. I'm gonna make sure you ain't gotta deal with this shit later on. That's my bond. I don't care if you like it. I've been playing nice since I've been living. We ain't just been playing nice last year. We've been playing nice since we've been living, and we didn't get the dude till 2018. So I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. I'm sorry if I don't do it the way you want me to do it. But here's what I'm gonna tell you. Here's what I'm gonna promise you. We'll never have to do it again. So you can either ride with me on this one or not. I do not care, but I will get it done so we never have to do it again. And the sad part about it is, or the great part about it is, I ain't doing this by myself. There is a Be Real with Be Real. There is a Grand Madam Carol. There is an H-Town boss. There is a Back of the Bus. There is a Ray Smith. There is a D Steezel. There is a T.A. Austin. There is a Terrell. I don't give a damn. There is a Cellmate one. There is a Top G1. It take a nation. I ain't got to do this by myself. But I don't need everybody.
There's a cold tiger.
Everybody. We just need enough.
There's a cold tiger. There's a cold tiger. Shouts out, cold tiger. Cold tiger. See,
we just need enough. We don't need everybody. We just need enough. And watch this. It was enough. It wasn't everybody on Sunday that lost their issue about that damn trailer. It wasn't all black people. It was enough. It wasn't every person. It was enough. So we're not looking for everybody to get in on this. That's a fool's errand. We just need enough. And clearly, based on that trailer and Marvel's response, we on our way.
Somebody heard us. Somebody heard us. Somebody heard us. I didn't hear shit about nobody saying boycott. When? Be honest. Everybody in this motherfucking boat. Where the first place you heard somebody say boycott Wakanda Forever or boycott? Come on now. I ain't trying to toot my horn or I ain't trying to get loud or be like, hey, I told you. But wasn't nobody saying anything, mentioning, communicating a blasted thing about boycott? Okay, go back and look at my thumbnails on all my videos beyond a certain point. Every single last one of them says boycott Wakanda Forever.
And watch this.
I ain't just wake up and decide.
I ain't trying to be funny, but if I got called by somebody else the Malcolm X in the boycott in the Recast T'Challa movement last year, what you want me to do with that? I didn't call myself that. Somebody else called me that.
Okay.
Somebody else called me that.
Okay.
And they said to me, when they called me that, they said, you ain't got to do it the way I'm doing it. They literally told me that off the book. They say, you ain't got to do it the way I got to do it.
And while I'm thinking about it, moving forward, that individual, I'm not standing down no more. Okay.
Fact,
I stood. Go ahead.
I got receipts on that. Okay. I was named the Malcolm X, and I was told we don't have to do things the same way. We just need to accomplish the mission. Well, hell, the mission has always been to get T'Challa recast, right? The mission has always been to get Chadwick Boseman honored properly, right? And if you call me Malcolm and you said we ain't got to do this the same way.
Real quick. Hey, Mama Bear, how you doing? Glad you could make it today.
We got somebody in the chat called Mama Bear. We got somebody actually in the chat.
Her name. Oh, what your? No, that's somebody's name. Calm down. I'm
trying to find the money.
Anyways, just like Theo said, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And just because I'm not picking and grinning to skin that cat doesn't mean I ain't trying to skin that cat. Just because I'm not smiling and saying, okay, I don't want to make waves, doesn't mean I don't want that cat skin. It's everybody does not approach situations the same way. You know what I'm saying? Chris Rock got smacked and chose not to do anything about it. And I hear tons of people to this very day still talking about if that were me. So if Chris Rock can choose to refrain and take everything to come with getting smacked on live television in front of millions of people and still be Chris Rock, why can't someone else take a different approach? And that's what I'm saying about this recast thing.
Here's what I'm gonna ask. We don't do that. And I found this very odd, even last year when
What
we
he
were being
said.
told to give people the benefit of the doubt and everything like that. My question is, when you gonna ask me to watch How to Talk to Marvel, when do you go talk to Marvel about how they treating us? Like,
And
no,
let
no,
the
like,
church say,
if
wow.
I can show you, if I can
Come
show
on,
you
come
where
on,
Marvel has
come on.
misled us, right? If I can show you where Marvel has blatantly lied to us, when do you go to Marvel and ask them to do right? Because basically what you asking me to do is go to Marvel and be nice to get them to do right. They doing, which insinuates they're doing wrong. So if someone is doing wrong, why do I need to go to them meekly, plead with them to treat me right? They should have been treating me right off the rip. So what,
In
I'm
what
looking at people, I'm
scenario?
looking at us, looking at me, looking at us, looking at me.
In
If
what
someone's not
scenario?
treating you right,
In what scenario do you go to your enemy? I mean, maybe in a Judeo-Christian situation, but in real-time, regular situations, when do you go to your enemy and say, could you please do this for me? I greatly appreciate it. Do you think people in Russia went to the Ukraine and say, hey, we'd like y'all to come and join with us and be one great nation? And when the Ukraine said, hell no, I get it. That's war. That's civil rights. But that's also the way of the world. You cannot go to somebody who took something from you and say, give it back, please. And they go, what you gonna do about it?
let's
and
go
you
here,
don't
D.
and you don't do nothing. If you
Let's
don't
go
do
here, D.
nothing, that emboldens me to say, I'm gonna continue to hold this from you until you show me something that tells me you really want this back. And smiling in your face ain't it.
Let's do this, D, because I want to ask this question, because as I said to Mr. Smith today, I don't have to move off of May 2018. I played defense in high school. Wherever the ball, you return the ball to after we kick the ball off to you, I don't want you getting another yard off of that. So we got everybody in here that's in the chat and everything. They with us. Thank y'all so much for coming to rock with me and D and everything like that. May 2018. comicbook.com. That's a reliable source. We know that. To those who want to look at me and D and ask us to adjust our approach, when you gonna go question Marvel about May 2018?
Because they got a lot of lips for me. They got a lot of lips for me.
That's
they got
a valid source. That's a reliable source. You can go click on the link right now. That article still sits out there. When we gonna go talk to them? Like, because honestly, I'm like this. The conversation piece should go something like this. Yo, so my dog, let me holler at you real quick. Yeah, so keep it a buck. Keep it a thou wow. Movie in theaters, right? Yeah. You just made $1 billion? A billion, yeah. My dog, why you talking about changing? Because I mean, Chadwick Boseman still living, bro. Like, my dog's still good. Why you talking about moving the mantle? Ryan, let me holler at you, dude. Because I see who you Francis Ford Coppola and everything, crime dramas. Crime dramas ain't got a damn thing to do with Wakanda. That's where you went for your inspiration. My dog, my bro. So what's up with the women of Wakanda? You don't like the dudes in Wakanda? You a dude your damn self. I appreciate you putting love on the women. I do. But what's up with the brothers? Why is W'Kabi so damn weak? W'Kabi been around since T'Challa been around. Why this what we doing? That's the head of his security. Why you bitching him out? Holler at me, bro. 3 months down the road. I don't want to talk about nothing else. I ain't got to. Nobody that's about boycott Black Panther 2, we don't have to talk about anything else. We don't have to acknowledge anything else. Just like the anti-recasters don't acknowledge. I don't have to acknowledge any action that took place after May 2018 till they explain May 2018 to me. That should be every person's sentiment. If you love Black Panther, because whatever your sentiment is right now, it was adjusted after they said what they said. If you love Black Panther, you should go back to May 2018 to ask them what the hell they was thinking about. If you say you respect Chadwick Boseman, you love Chadwick Boseman, okay, cool, I like it. Go back and ask them why they was getting ready to move this dude then. So in essence, he was never supposed to be Black Panther and Black Panther 2. Let's keep it a buck. That was
Shouts
never
out.
their intention.
Shouts out, Gray. Shouts out, Gray. Thanks for joining the chat, man. I appreciate, man, a lot of y'all that's coming over here from Twitter and rocking with me and Theo. That means a lot. It
Let's
means
keep
a
that
whole
thing a buck. That means May 2018, you were going to move the mantle from him. This ain't about respect. This ain't about honor. That means, and we got articles out there that say the dude was upset y'all was planning on moving the mantle, so we're not gonna act like that. You were going to move the mantle from him in Black Panther 2.
I need to read this comment real quick. This comes from Kenneth McAlpin. Man, we are at war. Hey, Theo. Who else said that? Remember who else said that?
I know two people that said it.
Said it directly to you, didn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
He said, you're right. This is war.
Okay. You got folks.
That's what he, mind you, I ain't tell you. You saw it when he put you said.
Yes, I did. You got folks doing Wakanda Forever joke memes and giggling over phase 6. F all them phases if it ain't no T'Challa. Church. 100. Kenneth, I second that emotion.
Like you, at some point, we can't be conditionally Black. Like you can't, conditionally Black.
It's Cold Tiger. Cold Tiger's in the building. What up, Cold Tiger?
Cold Tiger.
I dig the hell out your name, bro. For real,
Yeah.
for real. That means
that's my mindset.
Cold Tiger, Cold Tiger has actually read a comic book. He has to be calling himself Cold Tiger.
He got to. He got to.
Okay.
He didn't read a comic. He didn't read a Black Panther comic doing Christopher Priest.
Exactly.
Watch this. That's the other thing. Let's keep it a buck. I'm a Batman fan. Honestly, Batman was my introduction to T'Challa. I'm gonna keep it 100. I know a lot about Bruce Wayne. There are so many so-called Black Panther fans. You ain't even trying to get the knowledge of Wakanda. The dude that y'all talking about, trust in him, he ain't even telling you the story of Wakanda. Let's go ahead and be sure, because there's some people that's rocking on us. I made them some promises that I was going to talk about some stuff, so I'm going to try and cover it. Nakia is not a war dog. Nakia is a Dora Milaje. War dogs, the Hattusraze, that's all men. Now, we're not going to put a man on the Dora Milaje, right? Right. Ryan know that. So even in the first movie, we took a position that was reserved for a man and gave it to a woman. We didn't have to. Nakia could have been a member of the Dora Milaje just like she was doing what she was doing. Why did we take that position away from a man? Oh, because we love Ryan. No, Ryan don't give a damn. Ryan got an agenda to push. If he got the Black woman in his back pocket, he can do no wrong. Josh and Marcus talked about, and I didn't even, because I just did not want to watch this damn movie because I already knew how it was gonna go. What was the movie about the boy and the girl shooting people, bank robbers? Not bank robbers, Chuck and Slim and whatever.
Queen and Slim.
Queen and Slim. I didn't want to watch that because I knew how that damn movie was gonna turn out. I get tired of watching stuff like that. Anybody want to watch Queen and Slim? I'm not knocking that. But at my age, that ain't the first time I've seen a movie like Queen and Slim featuring us. I don't want to watch that no more. And I would have swore the place I could have got away from that was in the superhero movie.
Real quick, I'll take a second while Theo marinates to shout out more folks that are in the comments speaking. Maz Mama Bear said, I won't lie, I am going to watch it. M'Baku got me hooked, but it will be rated R. You nasty, Mama Bear. These Diesel said Nakia equals malice. Fans saying she should be the next VP is hilarious. Oh, I'll do you one better. She was one of the crazed killers that Killmonger sent after Monica Lynn during Panther's Rage. Gotta read it. Gotta read a comic book to know that down.
Watch this. So we got a robust people up in here, right?
Yep.
I swore I was
Perp-minded,
gonna do this.
perp-minded,
I swore I was gonna do this
perp-minded.
on one of my
Shouts
videos.
out.
But me and D, I ain't gonna lie, I get some of my information from D. Like, y'all need to know that. Like, look, so let's talk about it. We talking about representation.
I know a little bit.
Me and D Real, we was upset when Monica Rambeau wasn't the first female Captain Marvel. Now y'all go be like, oh, that's no big deal. Hold on. Y'all say y'all black women, right? Carol Danvers is not the first female Captain Marvel. She's not. So if black women, y'all finna be up in arms, y'all want black representation, y'all want to be treated equally, y'all ain't questioning why that white woman came out before y'all as Captain Marvel? Okay, cool. For those that want me and Daryl to take it easy, me and Daryl sitting up here like this. We both military veterans. Why is Sam Wilson being painted as broke?
And why we
Sam
still
Wilson
don't know
left the
what his
Army as
rank
an
is?
E6.
What is
Got a
Sam
job as a
Wilson's
VA
rank?
counselor in Washington, D.C.
Wait,
Sam Wilson banks at either
what is his
Navy
rank?
Federal or
What's his rank?
USAA. Sam Wilson, watch
what's
this,
his
because
rank?
Daryl, Mr. Smith, everybody that's a veteran, whether you black or not, gonna be like, yeah, he ain't lying. If you got an honorable discharge, you got a VA housing loan.
Or a business loan.
Right. So we looking like, why is Sam Wilson being portrayed as he broke? Oh, that's another negative stereotype.
And what's his rank?
Watch this.
What's his rank? What's his rank? What's Sam Wilson's rank in the military?
They never told you. You had to go dig to find out that he's an E6. Why you?
Who knew that? Be honest. Be honest. Who knew that? Who knew that?
I'm looking at my black folks because this me and Daryl doing this. We got to play nice. But see, we looking at y'all. We know what they doing. We know what they doing. We ain't got the follows that everybody else got. And we not movie reviewers. So when we come out here and say something, it's like, oh, they don't know what they talk about. No, Daryl was in the Navy. I was in the Marine Corps. Yes, the hell we do know what we talking about. Yes, the hell we do. Now let's play history. Well, it took Dwayne McDuffie telling Marvel that Lamar Hoskins, a grown behind black man, should not be called Bucky, because that's what Marvel called him initially. The same people y'all believe and trust in right now are the same people that called that grown ass behind black man Bucky. You watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Lamar Hoskins got super soldier serum powers too. As a matter of fact, because watch this. Daryl gonna check me on it. It ain't that they super soldiers in the comics. No, they both got their superpowers from the power brokers. And both of them are stronger than Steve Rogers. Yes, they are. As a matter of fact, it was
true fact.
John's family that got killed that made John go over the damn edge. It wasn't Lamar. And Lamar Hoskins, the way they did him, because ain't neither one of them high-ranking soldiers like that in the Marvel comics. But in the MCU, they made John a captain. They made Lamar Hoskins deliberately, because both of them enlisted in the comics. They made one an officer and made the other one a high-ranking enlisted staff NCO. Just so happens that the staff NCO, Lamar Hoskins, Sergeant Major, the rank insignia is a battle star. That little thing that's in the middle of all them chevrons, they call that a battle star. That makes him an E9 with 20 plus years in service. John Walker only got 3 to 5 years in service. Lamar Hoskins ain't answering to him. But y'all, who y'all gonna believe? Because me and D Real not movie reviewers. Black movie reviewers then told y'all this was a great show. They didn't point it out. Even though them being black, they had an obligation to do so. Movie reviewers from other ethnicities, they told you this was a great show. They didn't have no obligation to tell you what was going on, whether they were veterans or not. But me and Darren telling y'all, that's what y'all like? Okay, cool. Why is James Rhodes still paralyzed from the waist down?
Ooh.
Matter of fact, I do you one better. I do you one better. Because me and Mr. Smith were talking about this. We talk about representation, right? See, me and Daryl OGs in this. We do everything with this. Video games, draws, socks. We do this. This what we do. Stuff laying around the house for no damn reason whatsoever. This what we do. Tell me, why did Everett Ross in Black Panther play the same role that Captain America did when he downed that jet, and the same role that Thor did when he broke the Bifrost Bridge? Everett Ross saved the world. That was T'Challa's job. T'Challa was down in there fighting the vibranium. That fight with Eric Killmonger had nothing to do with the world being saved. Everett Ross needed to take out that jet, whether T'Challa won that fight or not. Why was Everett Ross the savior of the day? Cap saved the world. Thor saved the world. They didn't get no assistance. They ain't have no homeboy kicking it with them. They saved the world. In his own movie, he wasn't the dude to save the world. He was
in everybody else's movie too.
What lie did I tell you?
In everybody else's movie too. In Civil War, in Infinity War, in Endgame, he in his own movie. And even in the What If series. You know what I'm saying? Show me a time that T'Challa wasn't made to look like less than what he was.
Right.
Every single appearance he's had, he's been made to look like less than what he really is.
And y'all know that. That's the sad thing about it. What did Kaizo say? What DC say? Cognitive dissonance. You know that. Why are we really finna sit up here and even bother to entertain a movie? The superhero movie is supposed to be where everything happened. Because we know in a romantic movie, you know, one of them fairy tale movies, bad stuff can still happen. But in the superhero movie, that's supposed to be damn near golden. Lois ain't walking around here without Clark. Why are we finna sit up here and watch Nakia walk around mourning the death of T'Challa? And she carrying his unborn baby?
Tropes.
Why are we entertaining that?
Tropes. They want tropes to remain the way they are. They do not want the paradigm to shift. They want to see us.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about us. It hurts my heart to see an older black woman who has a following talk about. That's an even deeper query. We need to go put all our white on to go see this movie, ma'am. No disrespect. Chadwick Boseman's funeral is online. If you want to go mourn him, you can go mourn him online. You ain't got to go pay to do this.
Us. About us. Why us have this disconnect? It's trauma.
Trauma porn.
And that I'm talking about us, like whenever we trying to do something great and we the first ones to run us down, or whenever we need somebody to look up and come together and do something, I ain't getting ready to do that. I was just talking about that on my radio show on Wednesday when we were talking to a couple of business owners, and I asked these business owners, why is it that when we have something like a blackout, okay, because for those of you that don't know, August is Black Business Month. Anyway, you're welcome. Why is it that when we say we're going to black out, all we're going to do is shop black? Only black food, black stores, black clothes, all that. And we do it for them 2 days we're supposed to do it. Or we do it for that week we're supposed to do it. But then when blackout's over, we stop. Why? If buying black is the thing you supposed to be doing, why are you doing it because somebody told you to do it? Why aren't you doing it because you know that's the way you're supposed to grow? That's been going on for decades.
We not gonna get, and I mean this with everything, because it's like people don't understand. They'll ask the question, why do we feel the way we feel about the movie? It's bigger than the movie. Even as Black people right now in this country, you are still struggling to be treated, seen as others. People can try and dismiss the movement all they want to. Let me tell you, and Daryl, help me out. Let me tell you what movements we've seen coming about and get acknowledged while Recast T'Challa was around. The He-Man movie. They didn't like how that thing was going to show up on Netflix. They lost their mind. Hell, the Snyder Cut.
Moon Knight.
Right? We did the Snyder Cut. Okay. We had the whole Black Superman, Black Kal-El debacle, right? Okay, cool. We dealt with that. Okay, you had people tripping about whether or not Black Widow was going to be released in the movie theaters or at home. We dealt with all that, right? Am I making something up? Okay, cool beans. What else we mad about? Oh, What does Ezra Miller got going on over there with the Flash? You didn't have people say they don't want him on the project. You didn't have people say they don't want. But here's what we need to know: Warner Brother is publicly acknowledging them. Oh, what did they do? They kicked old girl off of Aquaman. Fans said they wanted her gone. She gone. She up out of there. We've watched so now, mind you, I'm not lying. Like, even the people that was mad about the sister being on Star Wars publicly acknowledged them. We talking about fan base. Watch this. Even Young Justice, that fan base then got acknowledged. Miss Marvel, the showrunner, she acknowledged the fan base. Moon Knight, that showrunner.
K-Pac pointed out Sonic the Hedgehog.
Right. So all these fan bases have been getting. That's what I have me laughing when people tell me, we ridiculous. And I'm like, so you ain't say that with all these other, and all these fan bases either publicly got acknowledged or B, got what they wanted. They either A, got publicly acknowledged and or B, got what they wanted. But over here, right here, this shit right here, this shit right here, this shit here, this shit right here, right here, this shit right here, man, right here. Mind you, those fan bases that don't look like us, they talk reckless all day, 24/7. They tell people what time it is, how to get there, what bus to get. They ain't never playing nice over there. Them fan bases, but over here, this shit right here, this shit here, this shit right here, right here. Oh, excuse me, sir. I understand that, you know, you don't want to recast T'Challa, but if you could please, you know, reconsider recasting T'Challa.
Already.
We didn't even get, watch this. They ain't even telling us to get the hell out their face. They just walking away. We still standing there like this. Sir. One Sunday.
I'm making a respectful demand, and I think that you should listen to me. I don't have any bite, but I've got lots of bark. Please do what I'm asking you to do. Where they do that at? Where they do that at?
This how it went on Sunday. This was the fans, the one that was really upset on Sunday, because we was already feeling how we was feeling. The ones who saw the trailer, they was like this. Mind you, we been like that. They like, oh, I know good and goddamn well they ain't killing T'Challa. Yes, they are.
How are
what
you
the dudes at in the movie?
Stirring?
What the dudes at in? I don't see no dudes in the movie.
How are you visually stirring and disrespectful at the same time? That's what that was. It was and just like Marcus pointed out back in the bus, the cinematography is great. You know what I'm saying? It looks great, but the message is sending and the way they're choosing to send that message. Ooh,
listen,
I can't get on board. Can't get on board.
This is when I can step outside the box. Angela Bassett's speech moved me. It did. When she was looking with the hat on, mind you, it's 2022. 4 years later, I still ain't got my Queen Ramonda action figure. While y'all talking about we don't love y'all, we do. I'm still waiting. Mind you, these action figures they getting ready to release, Queen Ramonda ain't a part of it. She not. So
you're gonna have to settle for a Funko, Theo. That's all you get.
I didn't watch this.
Well, you're gonna have to make it. Or you gonna have to make it. Or you gonna have to make it.
I ain't settled for no Funko with
if you let me finish. If you let me finish. I was gonna say, or you'll have to make it.
Listen, with the assistance of my lovely, beautiful wife, we will recreate Queen Ramonda in all of her splendor. As a black man,
then you should get started now.
When they're working together.
Get started now, and you'll be ready to drop it before the movie.
Listen, come on, somebody. So I don't want to get off topic. Here's what I'm looking at. The movie, like Marcus said, the cinematography, great. seeing the Dora Milaje jump on the side, off the side of what appears to be a massive ship and everything like that, ready to go to war, I'm loving that. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm sitting up here, you opening me up, they crying, wearing white. And, hold on, Tolokin has flooded.
Wait, hold up.
Tolokin has flooded Wakanda.
But what?
I gotta get it right. Tolokin has flooded Wakanda.
That's
and
a hell of a
little
wave.
black boy
That's
being
a
saved
hell
by
of a
Dora
wave.
Milaje.
That's a hell of a wave.
Bro, the next scene where they show a girl, the one who's gonna be playing Anika, the one who's gonna be playing Anika, the true Dora Milaje general.
Michaela Cole.
Yes, it's a brother standing behind her, look like he's a member of the border of the Jabaris. That's it. Like I mean, me and you both wear glasses, but so are we saying that men ain't really in Wakanda? Is that the prevailing message we sending? Mind you, that's me moving the goalpost, because like I said, I ain't got to do none of that. I can stay right there on May 2018. I ain't got to entertain none of this. I can stay right there on May 2018. And I'm dead ass when I say that. I don't have to move. Somebody got to explain to me, why was this the play that you called? So you were literally getting ready to alter the recipe to an award-winning billion-dollar payday. You were getting ready to change this recipe up.
They
3
done
months after the fact.
It's all done but the shout, baby. And speaking of shouts out to my man Nico Bean. Glad you could make it today. Grand Madam Tarot said, don't you just love it when others tell you how you should behave? I usually have 2 words for them. One starts with an F and the other's with a U. It's a control device. Hey, you know what, Grand Madam? It's a couple times where I bit my tongue and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to capitulate for the cause, but the cause ain't capitulating for me. So I'm on that FU too. Not necessarily as brutally or as crudely, but I acknowledge that I have said I'm gonna go along with this plan. And the plan, I was told, did not come to fruition. So I've kind of been left out in a lurch. What am I supposed to do? You said you was going to lead the charge. You said you was going to lead the attack. And so now what we doing now is I need you to smile. I need you to be calm. And I need you to do nothing. Just let it happen through osmosis.
No.
What?
No.
Where do they do that at? Where do they do that at?
We're going to do how we were taught. We're going to do it the way our brothers and sisters did it in the 60s. Each one teach one. Okay, if we had 60,000, like, you know, I've told you this. I said this to Mr. Smith. We're not going to worry about the ones that don't want.
Hold up. Nico, we are available for whatever brainstorming and sessions that you would like to plan. We are not those people who are so lofty that we cannot come down from Mount Olympus and share and be around y'all and kick it. This is what I'm here for. I'm grassroots, and anybody in Anchorage, Alaska will tell you, when you got a grassroots cause, your man is right there.
Look,
so
holla
at your boy, holla at Theo, holla at me. We here for
Absolutely.
that all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. Let's go. You were saying, Theo.
Absolutely. I'm like this.
Ooh, yes, Grand Madam.
They did it back in the day. They said each one teach one. And that's what I was getting ready to say. Each one teach one. If the petition is at 60,000, you don't have to convince everybody. There's one person you know that leans on you for all of their comic book knowledge. You go talk to that person. 60,000 go to 120,000. Then you go talk to another person. 120,000 go to 240,000. That's how we going about this. We're going to go educate. We're going to inform. We're not going to be negative. We're not going to go back and forth with anybody. We don't have to. Our knowledge on all things Wakandan speaks for itself. They can either take the knowledge and do, they take the knowledge, they do whatever they want to. But what they cannot say is they did not know. And that's what I was running into last night. And that's what way too many of us are running into. People don't know. What our problem is we keep trying to convince the people that don't care. No, we don't need to try and convince the people that don't care. We want to talk to those that are thirsting for that knowledge, that want that knowledge. Because once they get it, they go like, oh no, I can't let nobody do nothing with this. Because that's the prevailing sentiment through the recast T'Challa movement. T'Challa is too important. People that are movie reviewers, John Campea can say whatever he wants to. I watched that video tonight. He can say he wants T'Challa recast. But John Campea is fine with T'Challa being gone because T'Challa does not profit him financially. He even went and said, those that are talking about boycotting the movie are stupid. They being unrealistic. That's John Campea. Well, John Campea is one of those people that when it comes to a character that he loves, he's going to make his feelings known. But he can only go so far because of what? He's a paid movie reviewer. And he cannot slam this movie, come out against this movie verbally without risking his financial income. That's any movie reviewer that's a professional movie reviewer.
What did Graham Adams say? I got 2 words for people like that. Me too.
Top G1 say Wakanda look like the Black Themyscira. She ain't lying not one time.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hey, you ain't lying not one time.
Hey. Already, bruh.
Which is sad in and of itself, because low key, Wakanda, if you look at the Jabari land makeup right now, already has a land where the women run every damn thing. It's right there in Wakanda. See, that's the thing that people that don't read comics don't know. The Dora Milaje have separated themselves from the throne. They run the Jabari lands. They don't answer to anybody. So if we got this in the comics, why are we going so if the women are already highlighted? Why are we trying to further, which is crazy because John Ridley, a black man, is writing a comic book. So I'm trying to understand why a black man is having so much fun emasculating a black man. Why he can't do what Jonathan Hickman did with the Fantastic Four? Why he couldn't just wrote T'Challa off to the Galactic Empire? Never mind.
I have thoughts.
Some of y'all don't read comics.
I have thoughts about that, but if I say them, I feel like I'm gonna hurt some people's feelings. It has a lot to do with selling and out.
Matter of fact, let me do this. Because I don't know if everybody here saw the video that I did about the comparison between Brian O'Connor. Can we talk about that?
Ooh,
Brian
O'Connor. I did. I saw it.
Let's talk about the difference between Brian O'Connor and T'Challa. Chadwick Boseman passed prior to filming. Paul Walker passed while filming was in progress. Let's talk about the comparisons because it bothers me when people want to move the needle. We ain't got to move that needle right there. When people talk about how much pressure Ryan Coogler was up under to come up with a script, let's talk about the dude who was writing this script over here. Let's talk about how Brian O'Connor left the Fast and the Furious franchise. Let's do these side-by-side comparisons because Paul Walker, if I'm not mistaken, died in a horrific car accident. Is that correct?
Yep.
And what was his character known for doing? Driving cars at high speeds, correct? How did that character? Well, I can't say how that character died because that character didn't die. Imagine that. What's the difference between how Paul Walker's character got treated and how Chadwick Boseman character? Why we can't say bye to T'Challa like that? All these tears that I got on the screen.
Because him and Coogler got different ideas of what honor
and now let me ask this question. Principal photography. For all the people that want to say Chadwick, the people on the cast and crew knew Chadwick better than their family did, shooting lasted 4 months. How long did shooting last, D? They were side by side with Chadwick Boseman for 4 months. Chadwick Boseman was born in 1976. They started shooting in January and were done in April 2017. So you mean to tell me? I want to make sure I say this with a straight face. So in the 4 month time frame that they were together, because they ain't at boot camp. They're not in boot camp. They're not staying in the same barracks and everything. That's not what's happening. They go shoot and then they go to their different houses. So we really, because that's been the prevailing sentiment since last year. And ain't nobody that know the movie business ever challenged that. Me and D-Real are not movie reviewers. So the information that we're getting, somebody else that knows more than we do should already say it. So the movie shot from January 2017 to April 2017. That's 4 months, right? So in the 4-month time frame, that cast and crew got to know him better than his family. That should be the statement that anybody throws at an anti-recaster going forward, because you know that 4 months. I'm not that much of a brain whiz, but what is that? 120 days?
4 months? Yeah, depending on the 4 months.
How old was Chadwick Boseman? 40 something. So we really comparing 120 days to 40 something years? Wow.
And just so everybody knows, I will say this out loud. Stop acknowledging anti-recasters. Please. I mean, I know, because I feel the same thing, y'all. It stings when I see ignorance. It stings when I see erroneous shit. It stings when I see regurgitated bullshit facts. And if I gotta fight every time I see one of those, y'all gonna have to make me into a Herald of Galactus, because I'm gonna need more stamina. It's not possible. Ignore them. I know it sounds corny. I know it sounds silly, but if they ain't got nothing to build fuel off of, then they sound as toxic as they claim we are. Because if you are going to see Black Panther Wakanda Forever and you are supporting that cause, why are you trying to get me not to? Or why are you trying to make it sound like what I'm doing is a waste of time? Opinions are like assholes. Leave it at that. And you know, so me, as far as me, I ain't fooling with them no more. I'm done with them. Let them marinate in their own ignorance. That's how I feel, you know. And when they realize that that's all that they're doing, they'll sit down and shut up somewhere.
It's one of them things where it's like, you know, because I don't, everybody, you know, it's 1042. I know you over there and I'm over here, and you know, we got people spread out all over the place. The thing is that if you want respect,
two-way street.
If you got to beg for respect, that person's not gonna respect you. Because honestly, respect is supposed to be mutual. People are supposed to give you respect coming in. If you got to go ask somebody for respect, the chances are they don't respect you, because you got to go ask them. Now, yeah, you're gonna go ask them, but when they tell you, no, I don't respect you, that's life. That happens in life. You have some people that don't respect you, don't like you, regardless of whatever it is that you do. So you're at this moment in time as a race, and I'm looking at us as a race. Man, I'm tired. I still got a problem with the fact that Colin Kaepernick is not in the league. I still got a problem with the fact that, and this is when I get emotional, I still got a problem with the fact that George Zimmerman is still walking around. I'm tired of losing
state,
y'all.
ain't it? In your state, ain't it?
Yes, I'm tired of losing us. It's hurt. That hurts. I'm tired of us being mistreated, because if I'm 50-something years old and you 30-something years old and you going through something, then damn it, that means I failed. I failed in ways that people that came before me didn't, because they're the reason why I'm able to talk to you right now, myself and Daryl. They're the reasons that we're here, able to engage in it with one another. But what the hell has my generation done since then? Besides talk, besides march. When it came to putting it where our money where our mouth is, what did we do? What happened to Carl Kanai? What happened to Fat Farm? What happened to BET? I'm tired of that. And I cannot get it back without y'all. But I can't get it. We can't get it if we don't want it. We deserve better. I'm tired of begging for that. I'm not gonna do that no more.
You shouldn't have to
If you want to
beg.
beg,
You
you
shouldn't have to
30-something
beg.
years old, that's cause you ain't accustomed to not getting what your race should have.
You
and you ain't got
shouldn't
no
have
gray
to
hairs in
beg.
your head. We too
You
old.
shouldn't have to beg. Why should you have to beg for something that you deserve, something that you supported for decades? Why should you have to beg for that? And it's not like these mugs don't know that you and I and people like us are staunch supporters of T'Challa. And like you also said, we know the history. And so when we see what's being perpetrated, again, like I said, when I see ignorance, it incenses me. And it's like nobody else can see it because number one, you don't know the history of the character. Number two, the vast majority of people's interactions with T'Challa was in 2016. The character was around 50 years before that. Why is your first interact? Because I don't read comic books. My sister didn't read comic books either, but she knows who the Black Panther is. You know why? Because I talked about the Black Panther. Because I walked around like I had claws like the Black Panther. I crouched down. She knew who the Black Panther was because I knew who the Black Panther was. And that's how you get other people to know who the Black Panther is. You vocal about your heroes. That's how everybody know about Batman, Superman, all that.
Watch this. My daughter, 21. I told Crystalline, I said, they gonna make M'Baku the king of Wakanda. My 21-year-old, she said, Daddy, how? Mind you, my daughter ain't me. She not me, but she been around her father long enough to know the source material well enough to be like, wait, Daddy, you don't pray to Bash. This is my daughter. This is my, mind you, we ain't even talking about, while y'all talking, we ain't even talking about Bash and damn Black Panther 2. So she show up for in Thor, Love and Thunder, and we ain't even acknowledging that queen. No, man. Because I ain't got to go past May 2018.
Okay. Fun things going on in the chat. Graham Adams said the cast met his mother and father at the BP premiere, but they know him better than his parents and then fiance. Facts. Nico Bean need to know to address the Marvel Studios because he got to make a flight plan. Holla at me when you take off, bro. I'll meet you over there. K-Pac said, I'll go to Marvel Studios with a script for a better BP movie and concept art. Who down? I'm down, K-Pac. I will take that flight with y'all. I am down like 4 flats. I'm down like fat crayons and car seats. I'm down.
Let me say this, if I may, because John Campion went on his, when he went on his show today, he said the movie is shot, that it's done. And see, me, I want people to know that me and D, we out here like that. We out here. We know this stuff. G.I. Joe Retaliation was shot, done, and in the can. It was finished. It was a complete finished project. Am I right or wrong, D?
You are 150,000% correct, my dude.
Stop complaining. When people say, oh, it's too late. No, G.I. Joe Retaliation was finished. It was complete. It was done. Just like Black Panther 2 is done. That fan base made it known. Imagine that, another fan base. That fan base made it known that if Duke wasn't in that movie, or General Hawk, basically Channing Tatum's character, if he wasn't in that movie, they didn't give a damn about G.I. Joe Retaliation. That's a fan base. See, what did they do? What did they do? Movie complete, done, finished, everything. What did they do with G.I. Joe Retaliation?
They vigorously protested. And guess who got to be in the movie, if not for a hot second?
They reshot the movie. They didn't do a massive reshoot. No, what they did was they edited the film that they already had. They shot some scenes with Channing Tatum in it to connect him to the movie. This movie was done. This is another fan base. Why with Black people, we got to be told no? Why with Black people, we got to be told to go away? Because mind you, Gloria from beyond the back of the bus trip. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Don't
From
mention.
beyond the trailer said it wasn't even up for debate, but everybody else get to debate. Everybody else get to have a say so.
Bruh, man, I'm tired of listening or entertaining the opinions and ideas of people who do not respect and don't know shit about this character. You can't come to a debate and you ain't study what we debating about. I'm not gonna debate with you because everything coming out of the pie holes is toxic and uninformed. So
all day, every day, and twice on Sunday.
I refuse to debate with somebody who does not have the ammunition.
It makes us look, and see, that's the thing. That's what I believe they want us to do. Because they're gonna come with venom. They're gonna come with stupidity. They're gonna come with maliciousness. They want us to go back and forth. That's why I said, listen, if you ain't got 50, I was telling Mr. Smith this, and I'm saying this to everybody that's a part of the boycott Black Panther 2. You know your stuff. There's no reason to engage somebody that doesn't.
Bad.
Engage the person who really wants to know. Give them the information, because that's what they want to do. They want to get us to go back and forth so they can say, we said this and we said that. No, you can't say I said anything to you if I'm not even acknowledging you. What am I talking to you for? You're not relevant. You're not finna move the needle the way I want it moved. So what we talking about? That's gotta be our prevailing sentiment. We're gonna go forth, we're gonna educate, and we're not gonna get caught up in this nonsense, this verbal jab. We're not gonna do that. We better than that. Our knowledge is better than that. We don't have to do that.
And another venue, which Nico alluded to, and on different occasions, I've seen it in the chat with Grand Madam. F them, make our own. If they don't want to acknowledge us the way we want to be acknowledged, forget them too. I mean, it breaks my heart and it hurts me, but I am more about Black representation. And if that Black representation has to come from somewhere else, or that Black representation has to be created by us, so be it. My man Greg Burnham been rocking Tuskegee Air since 2015 and ain't stopped yet. You know what I'm saying? Him and Marcus Williams been doing that since 2015. Okay, my man's over there at Image doing Bitterroot. They ain't right. You see what I'm saying? We can do our own thing, man. We ain't got to sit here and just take that shit off of them. Taking that customer base away from them is the best thing we can do.
That's the other thing.
Because that's the only language they understand. That's the only language they understand.
That was why I mentioned Carl Kanai, FUBU, Fat Farm. We got to embrace us. Like, understand something, because we get this mindset. I think the other thing is better. The other thing is better because you help make it better. Let me say this one more time, because like I said, this conversation in regards to recasting T'Challa, boycott Black Panther 2 is bigger than that. You as who you are, you're the lifeblood of this country. Any D1 school you talk about and you say it's better than the HBCU, it's that way because you made it that way. The basketball team, the USA men's basketball team, it's good because you own it. No different than the ladies basketball team. Now, it don't mean that applies across the board, but we need to understand there are some things this country can't do without us. There are some things we actually good at. But if we want to be on the same playing field as these other businesses, these other ethnicities that are being put together by people that don't look like us, then we got to start supporting us. We got to help us through that rough time. We got to help us through them struggles to get to the point. Because watch this. I'm going to say this, and I need everybody to understand. The people that fought for the civil rights movement didn't live long enough to enjoy what me and Daryl are doing right now. They knew they weren't going to live long enough to ensure that we had the rights that we enjoy today. They didn't care. They knew it wasn't about them, it was about their people. And that's what we need to get back to. We need to understand that it ain't necessarily about the Black individual, it's about the Black race as a whole. I understand that my actions today, I might not be the one that can enjoy it. I don't care. It's not my goal. It's not.
Fair enough.
It's my
Fair
goal for
enough.
your children. And if you 30 years, 20 years younger than me, it's my goal for you to enjoy it. That's what Boycott Black Panther 2, Recast T'Challa is all about, ensuring that we never have these conversations again.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the bottom freaking line. Theo, let me just say first, let me give you your flowers, as they say, for being that cat, man. For being, first and foremost, for being an inspiration. Second, for being one of the most fearless cats I know on social media that ain't afraid to open up his mouth and say whatever. But that comes from the realization of, I ain't got nothing to lose. And in a lot of cases,
and I ain't by myself either. As I said to you before, y'all, the Rock With Me Nation, you, Grand Madam Tarot, D. Steezel for being that source that we can go to. Nico Bean, just having the younger brothers and the dude that I look up to, the dude who one day I want to be like, Mr. Ray Smith. I'm good knowing that's what we're doing. I'm good with that. I'm good with that right there.
Yeah. But like I was saying, man, bruh, keep doing what you're doing, the way you're doing it. There was a time, man, like when me and you was just like, man, we ain't got no subs. We ain't got no subs, man. And I was just like, man, just keep riding, bruh. Let's just keep riding, man. We gonna get there, dog.
Yeah.
We gonna get there.
Yeah.
Man.
We gonna push each other. We gonna get there.
And on this platform, subs is power. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you can be a complete idiot and have no earthly idea what you talking about. But if you got 10,000 subs,
listen, watch
you're
it.
a damn guru for some unexplicable
Y'all want to talk
reason.
about love? This is love right here. D is shouting me out, but this live is taking place on his channel. I went on my Twitter account and put his YouTube page on. That's what it's about. When we say, if you know me, grow me, sharing is caring, we ain't just talking.
I don't, man, and like he's saying, if you rock with me, I'll rock with you. Him, Back of the Bus, Chillmonger, Kaiser Ghost Slevin, Sinclair the Wolf, K-Dot, man, and if there's anybody else out there that I fucks with all y'all, for real, y'all, and you look at my subscription, I fucks with all y'all. If y'all saying something that resonates, that makes sense, I got your back. And that's
and y'all don't need to think that because I talked to Kai, y'all need to know we do rock with everybody, whether y'all see us drop a comment or not. Kaiser Cole, his speech pattern, I could never do that, but I like the hell out of it.
I don't know how he can stay monotone with some of the stuff he be saying, because I be pissed.
It's a nice rhythm though. Like, I love it. And then Chillmonger, you watching your favorite YouTuber. I'm like, wait, and you, hey man, listen, if you digging with a brother shoveling, put something in my bucket.
All day, my dude. All day, man. Hey, I love y'all, man. Everybody in here, I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. We gonna do this. Man. Me and Theo been strategizing, bro. For real, y'all. And y'all about to see some stuff.
It's gonna be uncomfortable. I get it. It's like I told somebody today. Whenever you got to go through a painful breakup and everything, them first few weeks, months, gonna be painful. It's gonna be uncomfortable. I get it. That's fine. But you still be all right after the breakup over with. So yeah, it's gonna be uncomfortable. no, we don't want to do this. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like we don't like the cast and crew. They put us in an uncomfortable position. We didn't ask to be here. So now we got to do what we got to do. Winston Duke, my brother, don't worry about it. You don't need to convince me to go see the movie. Had you just given me what I asked you for, you wouldn't have to tell me to get out my feelings. You need to get out of your feelings. If y'all made this movie for y'all, because y'all was still grieving, everybody grieves in their own way, don't know how, because you should have had time. But as I stated before, nobody asked y'all to put this movie out right now. If you're still grieving, then you weren't being professional to put this movie off. You were being unprofessional. So if this movie was about y'all dealing with y'all catharsis, it's supposed to be cathartic for y'all, cool. That's fine. I ain't got to support it. Y'all got it.
Before we wrap, Theo, got a question. Profess the film fan is in the building. He said, any thoughts on what John Campea said about recast T'Challa? I'm gonna let you go first because mine gonna be real short.
I think John Campea is irresponsible. And I'm gonna say it why. The reason why I say it is because movie reviewers, he's a professional movie reviewer. And I think that's the thing that they're gonna have to start putting out there. So John Campea has a job to do. His job, while it is to review the movie, is not to be highly critical of the movie, because that would mean he's risking his financial income. Also, John Campea is a white man. He can never speak for me. He's also not a comic book fan. He can't speak for me. He's also not as old as I am. He can't speak for me. So when it comes to his thoughts on recasting T'Challa, Black Panther, John Campea, because everybody on that set is white. Everybody on that set is white. He don't need to bring somebody black that don't know the character. He don't need to bring somebody black that's young. No, what John Campea should have done was brought somebody black on the show who knows that character and the story and the history of Wakanda, as well as Chadwick Boseman, through and through, to discuss recast T'Challa. But that's not what he's doing. What he wants to do is give you, it's a clickbait. You're going to click on it. He's going to give you a sound bite for like 11 minutes. And because people think he's an authority on Wakanda, he's not. He's a movie reviewer. He's an authority on reviewing movies. And he's not even going to tell you the truth, because he can tell you that boycotting is stupid, but he ain't going to talk about G.I. Joe retaliation. He's not going to say what that fan base did. That fan base literally shut down that second movie until they put Channing Tatum in it. John Campea knows that. I know that. D-Real knows that. Every damn professional so-called movie reviewer knows that, but they need to get you to go see this damn movie so they can keep their damn job. That's how I feel about John Campea's statement.
Profess real quick. I don't give two craps about what John Campea thinks. Period. For all the reasons that Theo stated, and because he's caping for the bags. If he had an opinion and his opinion wasn't hinging on a check, I'd care. But since I can't differentiate between whether he's doing it for love out of the character, no, or for the bags, yes, I'll say his opinion don't matter. And that's where I'm at. And them clicks, stop giving that food clicks. Stop. If there's a way you can look at that without giving that food no clicks or likes or anything like that, do that.
And I'm gonna say this: when it comes to, that's the other thing, and I don't want to disparage anybody, but the truth is what the truth is. I'm home. I watch YouTube videos. There's really the famous YouTubers, the popular YouTubers, the ones where they got the dollar, the heart sign and everything. You contribute money to them. They don't know what me and D-Real know about T'Challa. They don't know what me and D-Real know about Wakanda. So while y'all clicking, going to go get them likes and everything and driving up their subscription numbers, they can't tell you what we can tell you. I will go out on a limb and say, there's no other comic book YouTuber that can tell you what I can tell you about Chadwick Boseman. I had to learn about the dude. I ain't had no choice. For me not to misspeak on him and to be accurate in my statements about him and his family, I had no choice but to learn about him and his family. Ain't no anti-recaster finna tell you that Kevin Bozeman is a cancer survivor, a singer, and an actor. They can't tell you. They don't give a damn. But look where we at. Look what me and look what me and D at. We can tell you. We can give you all that knowledge. You can literally come to us and literally get your Chadwick Boseman fix on.
You see back there. You see what's back there. You see all that back there. Think I put that back there because I don't know? But look here, y'all. See, already. I'm gonna leave mine up on the wall though. already. You know they reissuing that, right, with purple.
Bro, when you got the Black Panther helmet and you got a custom griot shorty, what else do you need to say? Do y'all know how much this helmet costs?
Yes, I do. Look here.
Well, no, you don't
Theo,
make that type of investment unless you know what you're doing. You better have a ride or die partner. I'm not gonna say wife because this 2022. You better have a ride or die partner that don't have no problem with you spending that kind of
a down ass significant other. There you go.
Look.
Theo, bruh, it is always a pleasure and a privilege to chop it up with you, my dude. Sometimes I forget that I'm older than you because you kick knowledge like somebody, you know, a lot older than
I don't.
myself.
Listen, I know you older than me.
Thank you.
Maturity wise.
Oh, okay. okay. All right. Look here, y'all. I appreciate y'all rocking with us on this live. And please understand, in between now and November 11th, you're probably gonna get a couple of more of these right here. So never fear, if you missed it, it's gonna be another one coming. We're gonna get y'all up to speed on all things y'all need to be up to speed on. We also gonna invade Twitter and get on that live Twitter, get some chat going on Twitter. Some people ain't the only game in town. We can rock like that too. So until we see y'all again.
Hold on. If y'all plan on linking up with me and D-Real and some of these other brothers, trench coat and a suit. It's a certain look we going for.
We gonna start making folks. We gonna start making folks call us Mr. Like,
hey,
Mr.
it's Stacey Adams. You gotta be clean when you do this right here.
I got some fly Stacy's. I got a couple fly pair of Stacy's. But yeah, Nico, what share Nico's info with me on Facebook so I can hit him up on Facebook because the planning stages are already in full swing. So let's get some stuff popping. I'm with it, Nico. Let's get some stuff popping. Hey yo, y'all, D Steezel, Ray Smith, Nico, H-Town, K-Pac, Kenneth, who else was there? Grand Madam. And did I mention Gray? Yeah, Gray, Cold Tiger.
Cold Tiger, yeah.
And of course, the ever incomparable D Steezel, and the venerable Ray Smith. Thank y'all. Oh, and Maz Mama Bear. Appreciate you, lady.
Got to give it up for Mama Bear. Thank you, Mama Bear. Thank you so much. You have been rocking with us. Thank you for so much. Like I can't even lie. I'll be seeing you on Chillmonger thing. Thank you. You rocking with us make me feel official. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm keeping up. That make me feel official.
And if there is anybody we missed, man, respect and love to all of y'all. Keep rocking with us. We ain't done. It's plenty more miles left in these gray beards. So until we see y'all again, y'all be good. Be good to each other.